Hello everyone, James back with you with part 2 of our DVD collecting series. Well, my collection anyway. I hope you're collecting too. But the first up on our list, part 2, is Agatha Christie's with Peter Ustinov, Hercule Poirot, and of course Miss Marple. Death on the Nile, Evil Under the Sun, and the cracked or the mirror crack, something like that. I enjoy the Evil of the Sun, especially the music involved in making these productions is fantastic. And of course, An American Christmas Tale, a Carol. Um, Especially coming into the holiday season, this will be a good one to watch again. And for all you Rodgers and Hammerstein fans out there, I'm sure you'll recognize this one. It took years for me to get this on DVD. I still have it on VHS. The 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas. Everybody likes this one. This is the Mall Cop. The Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp. Odysseus. The Odyssey with who knows? See if we can find somebody in here. Christopher Lee. Much different from the Kirk Douglas classic, which I also have. And of course, Escape from Alcatraz. And how about Hacksaw Ridge, the war classic? I believe this is the newer version. Yeah. The Outlander with Jim Caviezel. Paul, the Apostle of Christ, again with Jim Caviezel. I started collecting Jim Caviezel a little while ago. I've always liked his acting, especially since The Count of Monte Cristo and the religious movies he's done. This is the Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi classic when they made movies together. And of course, Passion of Christ is what I was thinking about with Caviezel. And of course, we've got the ever popular Complete Legacy Collection monster movies. These are the original classics: The Mummy, Dracula, The Wolfman, which I was looking like yesterday until I put a razor against my face, Frankenstein, and of course my all-time favorite, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Of course, I went out the other day and I needed to start collecting my Disney features again. And so we started off with the special edition Aristocrats. I was thinking back, I haven't seen that since I was a kid. Okay, now, war movies, like the Civil War collection, which I'm about to show you. There's the standard issue, or just regular DVD, Gettysburg. This is not the standard issue. This is the special edition. Now, when I watch Gettysburg, I'm watching different scenes and stuff, and they're not making any sense to me. I mean, you know how they cut through movies to make them shorter, and they make special DVDs like the director's cut and stuff like that. But it wasn't making any sense. Where he's talking about doing one thing, and we don't even have a clue to what he's talking about. It's just happened in the movie. Well, all of those after I watched this made sense because now actually saw the cut scenes that the actors are actually referring to in the movie. This is a great. If you're going to watch Gettysburg the movie, this is the one you need to get, the special edition. And of course, Gods and Generals. This is the Battle of Fredericksburg. This is the one that came before was the battle before Gettysburg, but they didn't get. But the movie guys didn't make this till after they had filmed Gettysburg. Ron Maxwell didn't film this till after he had made Gettysburg. You notice that a lot of movies are always the sequels are always about what happened before the movie we just watched. Glory. This was a great picture. Of course, again, this is the 80th anniversary or 30th anniversary DVD. So I imagine if there's any cutscenes that have been taken out, they're in there. I haven't seen it as of yet. And of course, one of the best series as far as war movies is gone out there, World War II pictures, is this one, Colditz. Or Colditz. This is about Stalag 6, Colditz prison camp, and all the escapes and everything else. This is the actual TV series with various stars in it. Now, I found this one by pure accident. I was going to a Goodwill, which is basically right around the corner from my home. I just went in there to see what they had, and lo and behold, a series by Tom Hanks and Imagine Entertainment, which is Ron Howard's thing, is this TV series From the Earth to the Moon. This is fantastic. And if you have not added this to your collection, I really suggest that you do so. If you watch British comedy and you recall a TV segment from them called "Are You Being Served?" Great comedy, starring John Einman and Frank Thornton and a few others. Well, before Einman, or actually was it after? No, it was before Einman got on that show. He did another show called Odd Man Out. Here he plays a co-owner of a candle shop, and after being the owner of a fish and chips place, it's just one hilarious antic after another. If you know anything about John Einman, you know what I mean. Here's the extended cut of the new one of the new Ghostbuster pictures. Of course, there's another new one out, Ghostbusters Live, or what do they call it now? Some people say it's not as good as the others. No, no picture is ever as good as the first one. No matter how they work the sequels and stuff like that, it's just not good as the first one. Oh, excuse me. Now here's some more classics for you. Of course, Bataan, Back to the Bataan, the Green Beret. And the reason I bought this was for that movie right there in the corner, Destination Tokyo. That's a hard one to get. Here's another West Point Academy film coming around that John knows, called Roars of Discipline. There are two versions of this movie called Miracle on 34th Street for Christmas. The first one with Maureen O'Hara, and then this one here with David Attenborough. I'm telling you right now, this is the best version of that movie I've seen. This is good. It's the same basic storyline, but you got stars in there that you actually recognize. But it's up to date. It's an up-to-date version of it, and we're still looking basically the same plot, but just a twist in it. And of course, John Denver's Christmas Gift. Thought I'd better get a copy of that for just you can't get it anymore. Operation EICHMANN. This one stars Warren Klempler as Adolf Eichmann, and of course his flight from trying to be captured by Nazi hunters, which ultimately winds him up in front of the Jewish court. PT-109, John F. Kennedy story. Well, not the whole story, but his wartime ventures aboard PT-109. And if you remember Patricia Rutledge, the BBC, and you remember Keeping Up Appearances. This and Are You Being Served, and most British comedies were featured on public television. Well, that's going to do for part 2 of our DVDs. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe for future videos. And until next time, I'm James. You have a nice day. Bon voyage.